Hey guys, today we are going to be doing our data cycle. We first need to brainstorm some survey questions because we're going to conduct a survey. The thing that you are going to survey about is your project is going to be you are throwing a birthday party for your friend, and you guys have to think about what questions would you want to ask in order to make the best birthday ever for your friend. So you're going to use this piece of paper and you are going to think of three different questions that you could ask in order to get the best birthday party for your friend. So, for instance, right here, it says survey idea number one. Okay, so this is going to be your question. So think about a birthday party. What could you ask? What questions could you ask the people that are invited or the people in your class? Let's pretend like everybody's invited to the party in your class. So, what questions could we ask the class that has to do with making the best birthday party that you could throw for your friend? So to figure out that, you're going to have to put one question here. You're going to think of the three choices that they get to choose from. You're going to go to the next question, write that question here, and you're going to have three choices on that. And same thing with survey idea number three. Okay, so let's say that our first question is going to be, let's just say it's going to be when I think of a birthday party, I think of cake. So let's do flavor of cake do you like? Okay. My first question is going to be, or my first answer, my first choice is going to be vanilla. My second choice would, of course, be my favorite, chocolate. And then the third choice would be, let's do funfetti. Okay. Another question that we could ask, let's see, to have to do with a birthday party. What would we ask? We would ask, maybe I'm serving supper that night. So what is your favorite food? So if I'm serving supper, I would come up with thinking of a party, thinking about who's going to be there. We're going to say pizza or tacos or hot dogs and hamburgers. Okay, this would be my next question about a birthday party. What flavor cake do you like? 3 options. What favorite food? 3 options. And then my last question, let's go with what is your favorite, let's say favorite theme? So let's say Legos. Next theme, superheroes. And then my last one would be camping, because those are my friends' 3 favorite things. Okay. So from here though, now you have 3 survey ideas. We're not doing all 3 survey ideas. You are going to narrow it down now to just one of these. What would be the most efficient question to ask? Like, what's the most important thing that you want to know about all your friends that are coming to your party? Okay. Okay, after you have your question ready and you know which question you're going to ask, you're going to start collecting data. Okay, we're going to use this spreadsheet to collect our data. So we're going to write our survey question here, And we're going to write our 3 answers here so that way we know what question we're asking. Then down here, as you ask people around the room, you're going to go ahead and put their name. So if I go ahead and put my name and then my answer choice over here, and then I'll put the next person's name and their answer choice, and so on and so forth. You guys actually have 2 pages worth of that to write down your person's name and the answer that they chose. So just like my paper that says collecting data, you're going to have your question, you're going to have your 3 answers, and then once you collect all your data, I have the person's name and the cake choice that they like. And I have all my data filled out on my spreadsheet here. So after you've collected all your information, you need to organize your data. You need to see the correlation of your data. You need to see which one was popular, which one was not. Maybe this should decide probably what kind of cake I make tonight for the birthday party or make for the birthday party for this weekend. So now that we have our data in a better looking chart that's organized, now we can see our data. We have 4 vanilla, 4 chocolate, and then we have 8 funfetti. So the most popular vote here would definitely be funfetti. And just by showing this in a different way, showing tally marks instead of showing the way this is, the just straight data, it is hard to tell in this one which one people like the most. It is easier to tell when we start organizing it with tally marks and just a different way to show how you collected your data. Okay, 2 very common ways to show your data is a frequency chart and tally marks. This is similar to what we just did. We took our survey, and this is showing that the ice cream flavor they like is cookie dough. 10 people ordered it. How many times was it ordered? 10 times. Orange sherbet 13, mint chocolate chip 7, and vanilla 12. With these numbers, you can tell right away which one is the most popular. With these tally marks, you can kind of also tell right away which one is the most popular one because it has the most tally marks. Okay. Different types of graphs though. So after we collect our data and we organize our data to show which one is more popular, we then need to talk about some graphs. So, and all graphs help you organize and represent data. It's just they look different. Okay. So if we're talking about that data we just saw, here's a bar graph right here. It's talking about cookie dough ice cream, how many times it was ordered. It shows you 10 and it goes up to the line. Orange sherbet goes up to 13. This just shows you in a different way what has been ordered, and it just shows you in a bar graph. This pictograph here has a picture, and then it shows little pictures to show how many of these things were ordered. So if you look down here at the key, 1 triangle equals 1 item ordered. So cheese pizza, there was 1, 2, 3, 4 items ordered. Chicken nuggets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But in this representation, the strawberry salad was definitely the most because it has the most triangles. Okay. In your chart, we have what we said, pictographs. So this would be lunch meal choices. And this pictograph shows data by using pictures. Pictograph, pictures. Here's another pictograph that's showing a sun. 1 sun equals 3 sunny days. So February would have had, you're actually counting by 3s. So 3, 6, 9, 12 good days. Obviously June is going to have more sunny days because it's more of the summertime. Okay. Dot plots, very similar to the other graphs, just a little different though. A dot plot is a simple graph that uses dots to show data. You can count the dots to figure out the value of each category. So each one of these dots just means 1. Then when we go down to a bar graph, the bar graph is a graph that uses bars to show data. What we talked about before, it goes up to 10, goes up to 13. You have to look over here to know the times that they were ordered to determine what the number is. There's a scatter plot, which a scatter plot is very similar to a bar graph, but it's without the whole bar. It just has a point to show you where your data is located. So like the cheese pizza is on number 4. So it was ordered 4 times. Chicken nuggets would be 1 up. That would be 5. Strawberry salad and broccoli cheddar soup. Okay. It was ordered 7 times. But these are just different ways to show you how to organize the data. Those are some different types of graphs that you could use. So when we talk about these graphs, though, we also have to talk about which one is best to use. So for this one, sunny days, this was very neat that they used a sun to show with a picture and a pictograph. Okay, if I'm talking about cake flavors, maybe I could do my cake and then I would put my pictures of my however many cakes people voted for. A dot plot, you just got to see if this is the way you want to read and present your data to others to show what you found out as you surveyed. Types of bar graphs, you can see if this is the way you want to organize your data. You decide, though, what is the best way to show people my data, okay? Which one of these graphs that we talked about is best to show our data to other people? The last thing you have to determine is you have to determine how are you going to present all this data to us? Are you going to present it are you going to present it with your bar graph? Are you going to do a video? Are you going to do a video to show us what you collected and how you collected it? Are you going to do just a presentation? Are you going to do Google Slides just to show us how you collected your data and presented it? You figure out how you want to promote your question or how you want to show everybody in our class what you did, what your question was, your survey question, and how you came up with your final results of your survey question. You could also think of different ways too. So if you wanted to take your chart and you wanted to create it into a spreadsheet and then, create it into a more defined spreadsheet and then use that spreadsheet to store your data and then present that spreadsheet on your presentation also. You could also do a visual representation. So you could also create something to show your data that you collected.